Hello, environmental science scholars. In today's class, we're going to be using the rectangular marquee and layer styles to create a beautiful collage that captures our Hudson River expedition. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is identify a handful of images that are both social and scientific in nature. We want lots of diversity in the images that we choose. It's going to really enhance our overall product. The next thing that we need to do is figure out what quote, what blurb are we going to include. And I'm going to give you guys a sentence starter that says, environmental science students at the New York City Lab School explore the Hudson River and learn how what? What? So for example, I wrote, learn how causes of turbidity include biotic and abiotic factors, such as suspended salt, clay, and sand grains. You're probably thinking, Drost, Miss Price, where do we get our information? Well, you could check your notes, or you could check this slideshow that Miss Price shared with us last week. I'm going to include it in today's Google Classroom assignment. For example, you might be thinking, learn how to do what? Well, we learned how the lithosphere operates by testing physical parameters. So maybe you want to write lithosphere operates by testing physical parameters. Amazing. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know that if when using a text document, right, if you highlight text, for example, right here, I'm highlighting the subject of this assignment, and we press Command C, what we can then do is click somewhere else and press Command V and paste. You guys have been doing this for many, many years. Well, the same concept applies in Photoshop. Instead of highlighting text and pressing Command C, what we can do is we're going to make a selection using something called the rectangular marquee. It's right underneath the Move tool, and if I select this, and we want to get both Terrence and Gloria, so I'm holding down and I'm dragging across the image, getting precisely what we want, highlighting just the interior area. We're going to press Command C. We're going to press then Command V. Amazing. I'm going to press Command T. I'm going to hold Shift. And remember, if we hold Shift and drag a corner, it keeps the image proportional. Amazing. All right. So I'm going to put this, we'll find a home for it. Maybe right here. I like that. I like that right there. Amazing. I'm going to grab a few more images. So we're going to maybe tell a little bit of a story. I'm going to use the rectangular marquee. I'm going to press Command C. I'm going to press Command V. And this is a huge image, right? So I'm going to press Command T, hold Shift, drag the corner. We're reducing the size. This looks great. And I'm going to flip this horizontally by right-clicking, selecting Flip Horizontal. Boom. That looks great. I'm going to grab two more images. I'm going to grab this bucket tipping in the Hudson, and it looks like it's capturing a little creature, a little friend. I'm going to press Command T. All right, and at the conclusion of this little narrative, we're going to meet our little friend. What's up, little guy? I'm going to use the rectangular marquee. I'm making a selection. We're then going to press Command V to paste, right? All right, so you're going to make a selection, Command C, Command V, and I'm actually going to right click and I'm going to rotate this 180 degrees. Beautiful. I like that. Hello. Hi there. All right, Command T. We're going to make it a little bit smaller. Great. But we want these images that are floating above the background to pop a little bit more. We want them to jump out. And to do that, we're going to add something called a layer style. Layer styles are kind of amazing. I'm going to click on layer 4. That's this fish layer, and that's our little buddy. And then in the bottom of the layers palette, I'm going to left click effects, and it says add a layer style, and we are adding layer styles. We're going to maybe add two. The first we're going to add is stroke. And so the color is white. The default color, in fact, what you see is probably going to be black. We're going to click and drag in the upper left-hand corner. We want it to be white, and we can adjust the size of the stroke so it creates an outline. This is bananas. This is too much, right? I'm going to make it approximately, that's 6, that's 8. That looks great right there. I'm going to press OK. I'm going to click on layer 3. I'm going to left click effects. I'm going to select stroke. Boom. And the setting that we just had is already there. I'm going to press OK, and that looks amazing. I'm going to click on that top image, and it jumps right to that layer by left clicking on it. We're going to select stroke. Boom. All right. Now I said to you a moment ago that we're going to add another layer style, and it's true, we are. We're going to add something called the drop shadow. So I'm on layer 2. I'm on the image with the hands pulling up that rope, and I'm going to left click effects, and instead of stroke, I'm going to select drop shadow. All right. And I can see that now it adds a little bit of depth, and we can actually click and drag. You can adjust the distance. I'm using this little dial right there, and I like that. That looks kind of amazing. I'm going to press OK. I'm going to left click on the bucket. It jumps to the layer in the layers palette. I'm going to left click effects. We're going to do drop shadow, and I can see that it's right there. That setting is that we already established is right there. And then finally on the fish, drop shadow. We got to give this guy a name, and we'll shift this up. All right, so this is a great start. So you're probably thinking, Droz, what about that quote that you had is fine? Yeah, let's include a little scientific factoid. So I'm left clicking, selecting, I'm pressing Command C. I'm going to return to Photoshop. We're going to select the text tool. All right, guys, this is really important. Here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to left click and then press Command V. You're not. You could, you certainly could. Then you could do line breaks over and over and over, but that's kind of a pain in the butt. We're not going to do that. Instead, what you're going to do with the text tool selected is you're going to create a container for the text by left clicking and dragging. I'm left clicking and I'm holding down, and I want the text to squeeze in right here on this real estate in the sky. And so I can see the cursor's blinking. It's ready for the text. So I'm going to press Command V. Boom! That looks amazing. I'm going to click on this little check to confirm it. I'm going to use the move tool. I'm going to shift this text down. Wow, this looks really, really good. All right, and if we were so inclined to change this shape of this text, I could press the text button by clicking right here, pressing T. And now what I can do is I can adjust this container by clicking over like so. If we wanted to later, instead maybe swap in another image or something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, you can include your name and date, 2017. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see your work. Let me know if you have any questions.